So, you're walking down the street. When you think of an idea or a character name or a plot twist or something like that, or you're at your desk writing away on something and you think of an idea that isn't right for this piece, but it's such a good one, you don't want to lose it. Or maybe you're just talking to somebody and you need to make a quick note because they've told you their phone number or something. Something you need to make a quick note about, or it's add to your shopping list, whatever it is. Pick up your iPhone, tap twice on the back, and start making a note. It just takes a minute to set up first. Hello, I'm William Gallagher. This is 58 Keys, and while 58 Keys is always for writers like you and me who use Macs and iPhones and iPads, this time it's very specifically about the iPhone. Actually, to be even more specific, it's about all iPhones from the iPhone 8 in 2017 on upwards. And you have to have iOS 14 or later for this to happen. With all that said, the heart of this like writer's tool is what Apple calls back tap. You tap twice on the back of your iPhone and it will do something. It's meant for fast access to commonly used features like taking a screenshot, undoing something, opening notifications, and all this kind of thing. And in fact, Apple makes about 22 iPhone features easily reachable with this back tap. It's just that as writers, we need a 23rd. Still, setting up number 23 begins the same way as all of the rest. You go to Settings, you find Accessibility, and there's Touch. Now you scroll all the way down to the bottom, tap on back tap, choose double tap, and now here's a list of all the things that you can do. And you can see I've actually already set it. I've set screenshot here. It's done. From now on, whenever, I just did it, whenever you do a double tap on the back of your iPhone, it will take a screenshot. That's it, that's back tap. Screenshots. Undo is a really useful one. You can add any of these 22 things that you want, but the very best of them all is adding a shortcut. You can tell back tap, run a particular shortcut. And the fact that you can do that changes everything. So we've come out the back tap for a moment and instead we're going to go into shortcuts. Now, either you have 1,000 shortcuts already, or you've never looked in here. You look in, you get hooked. Either way, the type of shortcut we want now is it's just about as simple as it possibly can be. We want a shortcut that just opens an app that we can write in. That's all. So when we're done, we can then tell back tap, run the shortcut that opens a text editor. Okay. You have to decide which text editor you want to write your notes in. I'm going to use Drafts because I like drafts and because it automatically opens into a blank document for you to write in anyway. You could very much as easily choose Apple Notes, for example, and instead of a new document, you could say to append to the end of my great ideas document or something. For speed, though, I'll just stick with opening a new document in Drafts. Tap the plus sign at the top corner to make a new shortcut. Normally now I just pile on in and start testing things out and writing things, but just for once, start by giving it a name. Tap the ellipses and the blue dot, give it a name you'll remember, and it'll be easy to find. New draft, I'll do. Tap done. Oh, I'm ignoring all those other options, by the way. I don't want it on the home screen. I don't want it in any of the share sheet. I just want it here. Now tap on add action, choose apps, and I can see there's drafts. The top one. The list you get here depends on what each app offers, but there'll always be create new document, something like that. I'm just going to tap on create draft, and you notice here how it says create draft in inbox. Drafts, notes, most text editors you can think of have different folders or sections, and you set them up so you can have all your work notes here, all your novel ideas there. Inbox is just the default place in Drafts where it puts what you write until you decide to save it somewhere specific. I'm actually just going to let it stay as Inbox for now, and I'm going to do that because it means we're done. Actually, tap the word done. And now let's go back over to back tap, and rather than screenshot, let's look down to a list of shortcuts. Now this is a list of every shortcut I've got, and it can be a long list. It can actually take your iPhone a moment to gather up all of the names. But when it has, find the one you wanted. Why did I begin it with an N? See how many I haven't named or testing. New draft, that was it, wasn't it? That's it. And now, let's come back out of drafts. So, double tap on the back. This is an idea I want to remember. Or even remember. Done. And now I carry on with walking down the street, talking to somebody, writing whatever else it is. Double tap has worked, and it's even told me that it's done it. I don't care. It's just done it. I'm happy. Idea out of my head into a place where I will find it later. And I find that most useful because it's like when you're working on one writing project and you think of another idea, it is so tempting. Shiny penny stuff. Just go off and write a bit about that. This lets you get it down fast, and then there's no excuse for getting back to what you're actually supposed to be writing right now. You saw this on the way, didn't you? You saw that as well as double tap, there is triple tap. Exactly the same thing. You get two things you can now do, one with a double, one with a triple. But the fact that one of the possibilities is a shortcut means you can really do anything. I mean, we've just jotted down a thought, but with a little more effort and a bit of experimentation, you could have it automatically save that thought in drafts, text it to your writing partner, email a copy to yourself, and, I don't know, publish it on your blog with one tap or two. A double tap can run any shortcut, so double tap can do, back tap, right, can do anything any shortcut can do. You just have to decide what you want it to do. And actually, I'm finding that harder than you'd expect. I used to use the drafts one for ages, but then I like being able to instead run another type of shortcut, a shortcut for when I get commissioned to run a workshop. But then I also like capturing ideas for 58 keys to talk to you about. Sometimes just a stray thought, sometimes a plan for an entire episode. And when it is an episode plan, I like shortcuts to also add about 10, maybe a dozen to-do tasks in OmniFocus about it. So right now, you kind of catch me in the middle. When I double tap on my iPhone, it launches a menu. And I can choose at the moment between 58 keys ideas or running workshops. I'm actually going to add create new draft in there. So I've got 3 options. Having 3 or even 2 like that, it does mean that you are adding an extra step to backtap. And the whole point of backtap was to get immediate access to some iPhone feature. But I feel like it's a fair compromise. And I expect actually I'm going to keep adding to the menu as I think of new things that I quite often do. That's it for 58 keys this time. Do subscribe, please, if you're a writer who uses Macs and iPhones and iPads, because we have so much to talk about. And every single time we talk, it's another time when you and I manage to put off writing for a few more minutes. Thank you for watching this one. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.